How goes it, YouTube? So we are out here today and we are going to be putting out trail cams. Now you might be asking, Carson, why are we putting out trail cams this early in the season? Turkey season's over now and deer season is quite a little while away. Well, in South Carolina we have a pretty early deer season starting in, I believe, August 15th actually. Wow, the sun's really bad here. Okay, we have a really early deer season starting at like August 15th. So that means we need to really start scouting way early. So I'm going to be going back in the woods. In a couple of months, I'm going to be clearing some trees, bush hogging a bunch of tall grass and small saplings down, and we're going to start planting some food plots and getting this ready for like a really extreme deer season. I've got some pools that I'm going to put some water in. We're going to try and create some watering holes because on the land that I own, we have no natural water source. So we've really got to set this up to get those big deer staying in. Through they come at night through here because there's a really big field, which is a good feeding source, but they don't like to stay here through the day. Or at least I can't find them through the day, so I'm hoping that I can, create these food plots to pinpoint their locations. But before we get on to that, let's real quick jump in and show you today's sponsor. And now for today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. I'm just kidding. Yeah, y'all really thought I had a sponsor? Go down, you'll see my subscribe button and everything. Please do hit it. Like, share, and subscribe really does help. Nonetheless, though, you scroll down, you see my subscribe button. It says 178 at the time of filming this, so yeah, I ain't getting a sponsor anytime soon. Sad but true, sad but true. No, but what I did want to address, there were two things that I wanted to address here. First thing, I'm within a week or so of graduating high school. Finished my last class, just have to do some exams, and that's 12 years of school gone. I was talking to my mom, and I was like, you know what? For the last couple years, you get asked, what is your next step in life? And it's always been graduating high school. And for the first time in 17 years, that can't be a viable answer. It's kind of sad. I feel like it should feel a little bit different. And it does, kind of knowing that, might not see some of the people that I've spent 4 years around, because I went to a small co-op, it's like 20 of us, tight-knit group, ever again. That's kind of weird. So I wanted to say this real quick. So if anybody from my class is watching this, anybody, don't care if I only knew you for a year, don't care if I knew you for 7 years that I've been going there. If anybody is watching this from my class, I wanted to say this to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no doubt in my mind made some of the best 4 years of my life that I will ever live. It was truly an enjoyable experience. Hats off to you. I hope to see y'all later. Don't know if I'll get to, but if I don't, let this be a memento. Thank you so very much. Every single one of y'all made an impact on my life. No doubt for the better. Thank you. Talking about high school graduation, though, if y'all want to see a little bit more revolving around that, go check out my other channel. So if you've been a fan of the channel since about November last year, I released a second channel detailing some country music stuff. And that was a little bit hard to keep up with. So if y'all don't know, this channel is like strictly outdoors and it's somewhat scripted. Not completely. Really, when I see a deer or catch a fish, that's not scripted. But majoritively, I have an idea of what I'm going out to do. The jokes are almost always pre-planned. That airplane up there, that's not pre-planned. Or the lawnmower noises. Yeah, we're going to have to walk this way. Okay, we got away from the lawnmower. But I really don't talk this fast. I really aren't like this excited, woo, let's go, boys. Yeah, like I said, the fish and the deer and all that, that is not scripted. You can't script that. I'm pretty sure Bill Dance couldn't even script his fish catching. But like Bill Dance, some of the jokes and the gags, they're fairly scripted. Majoritively no, but if you want to, like I said, second channel, that's now going to be more of a personal life channel, a vlog channel. Maybe I'm not going to be like some of these guys who absolutely script their vlogs, but I really love hiking. Right beside yard work, hiking is like my favorite thing in the world to do. So I'm thinking, you know what? I go on some hikes sometimes. Outdoor walks are like my favorite thing. I love to go hiking in different locations. I've hiked 21 combined miles up in Oconee County. So I'm going to be detailing some of that on my second channel. So go ahead, if you want to, go check it out. If you go over there right now, there is not a video. But if you scroll down, you see that this video was published, what is today, May 2nd. I bet you by May 9th. So within 1 week, there will be a personal life video up there. And I'm not going to be like personal life like, all right, guys, I can't think of anything personal life right now. Nonetheless, though, guys, it's going to be stuff more similar to that. I'm going to let y'all get on back to the video. Y'all really thought I had a sponsor? Come on now. Y'all got to be better than that. Use your brains. All right. I'll see y'all later. Y'all, this is actually past Carson. No, this is future Carson. We're sending you back to past Carson. So, yeah, guys, if you're watching this a couple days after this video is released, chances are I probably already have something up there. So go ahead and go check it out for me. It really does help. Okay, well, now that we've got that out of the way, let's get out in the woods and we're going to go check some trail cams. Well, not even check trail cams. That's on another video. We'll be checking them. But no, let's go set them out. We got to find the perfect place to start looking for deer trails and see what we can get. Here we stand on the border of the unknown. There's a little back road that we can take our truck down and get down here. But this way, right down there, that's no road. That's just overgrown golf cart trails and stuff that I don't even own anymore, so we can't use them. So why am I walking through Rattlesnake Town with flip-flops on? Well, it definitely ain't because I'm smart. We've disproved that myth multiple times on the channel. And y'all can't really see me because the sun sets. Oh, snake! Whoa! See what I'm talking about? I might be regretting this situation. I think that was a black snake, but that startled me a little bit. I'm not really afraid of snakes, but I'm not going to lie, when I turned and saw something slithering away, that startled me. My mercy, my mercy, my mercy. There's a big old anthill. This has grown up quite a bit since last time I came down here. Looks like we got some rabbit tobacco, poison oak, probably some poison ivy. Hadn't seen it yet, but rabbit tobacco, poison oak, blackberry bushes. What else have we got down here? Small little oak saplings. Good night. What else doesn't live down here? We're going into this swampy bit. Don't quite get it. Ow, thorn bush. For whatever reason, there's a really swampy area down here. Don't know why, but it is. Spiders, lots of spiders. I can feel them crawling on my arms. That's a little disconcerting. Through the swampy, marshy area, if we had legitimate wild pigs down here, well, this would be the place to have them hang around. It's real wet down here and holds water sometimes, so yep. So, see, this is just kind of a wide open trail. Kind of goes down that way too. There went some doves. Yeah, sure enough, there's animal life down here. We just proved it. Nonetheless, though, I think this is a perfect place to set up a trail cam. It looks like a good walking trail, so we're going to set one of them up, leave it out here for about a week, and then we'll come back to it. Not in this video, so be looking forward to it in another video. But I think these trees right here, they kind of jut out on the trail, so I think this is a good shot to set up a trail cam if we can. So I think this is the perfect tree. It's kind of overlooking that. I got to decide, do I want it facing that side of the trail, or I don't want it facing this side of the trail. So I'm just going to pull out my trail cam. I'm double packing. Got one in this pocket, one in this pocket. And we're just going, I'm going to make a quick evaluation what I think it should look like. Okay, I've come to the conclusion I think it should be on this side, so we're watching that side of the trail. We're going to see that. So I think this is the perfect tree. It's kind of overlooking that. I got to decide, do I want it facing that side of the trail, or I don't want it facing this side of the trail. So I'm just going to pull out my trail cam. I'm double packing. Got one in this pocket, one in this pocket. And we're just going, I'm going to make a quick evaluation what I think it should look like. Okay, I've come to the conclusion I think it should be on this side, so we're watching that side of the trail. We're going to see that. Good. We're going to pray that doesn't fall. We are going to so pray that that doesn't fall, because that is a redneck engineered job if there ever was one. Okay. Now I'm going to delicately remove the briar bush out of the camera view. Flip it over there. And pull this stick around and out of the way. Yep. And then we're just going to cut it on. And we should be... Come on. Yep. We're dandy, and we are looking at a trail to see if this is a potential hunting spot, or at least a potential spot maybe to put some water or something. Okay, guys, so we stand at a crossroads right now. Quite literally. There's a road going that way, and there's a road going that way. So which one do we choose? Well, there's a rub and a scrape down that way. And then the guy that hunted out here before me, this is all still my land, but we used to let a guy hunt out here until I started hunting out here. Nonetheless, though, he used to set up tree stands down there, and he had a feeder and everything. So I know there's probably deer down there as well. So the question is, do I want to go that way and set it up on the scrapes, or do I want to go that way and set it up kind of in this open meadowy area? My gut tells me I want to go to that meadowy area. But assuming that I've already seen some snakes today, and this is probably the perfect day for them, it's a little bit warm, it's the first kind of non-rainy, non-cloudy day that we've had in a while, it probably seems like potential snake season, and then tall grass meadowy, that's like rattlesnake heaven with fallen trees in a meadowy area where they can just sit up on top of it and sun themselves. And I'm in flip-flops and shorts. Really probably shouldn't be this deep in the woods, but I am. So I've made the gut decision, / elected decision, / whatever decision you want to call it, to set them up on these scrapes. I'll tell you what, this area has changed a lot since I came out here. So we used to have a bunch of trees out here. We cleared all those 5-6 years ago. So a lot of smaller kind of hardwoods have started popping up. And then right over there is like what it used to be, which is big, tall pines, basically meaning that there's a lot of canopy up top and there's not much going on down below. So this is essentially the exact opposite. Like no canopy, but a ton down below. So this area right here that I'm standing in, it's a little bit weird. It's like an in-between. It's really white, sandy. South Carolina used to be a prehistoric beach. So it makes sense that like all of our land out here is pure beach sand, essentially. And it makes it a little bit hard to find some animals sometimes. Because you see, when you go out to Tennessee and you're on the Mississippi and stuff, there's a lot of salt out there. Animals, for whatever reason, congregate to that area because of the salt content, because they like to lick salt. That's why you put out a salt block for deer and other stuff, and that's why sometimes you'll see certain animals like chewing on hydraulic cables, because hydraulic fluid, I guess, is pretty salty, so naturally, like a raccoon or a possum, is going to start chewing on that because it likes the salt content, not even knowing that that stuff is potentially poisonous to it. Nonetheless, though, there's not too heavy of a salt content in the ground that we have here, so sometimes it makes it a little bit more difficult to find animals. But then in an area like this, where it's this big, wide open sweeping area, we can be pretty confident that they're probably not walking through some of that, because that is like way wide open. And they're probably not walking through some of that because there's literally no game trails. But in an area like this, they're protected on this side by the pines, they're protected on this side by the hardwoods, so we can make a pretty safe assumption that this is probably a fairly well-used game trail, and then also going off that I can see tracks, but we're not paying attention to that. No, but that's just a general guess that, yes, this is probably an area where some animals have walked recently, even if possibly this morning. Alright, so I think we're going to set it up on this tree right here. Now, if you notice, this tree has a scar right there. Now, what that scar is a rub. That is when that tree was a small sapling, some deer, or is it a scrape? Dadgum, if I don't remember. I'd have to go look it up. Nonetheless, though, that is where a buck, a young buck, big buck, who knows, could be any kind of buck, has decided to come and rub the velvet off its antlers, or has become territorial, and it's just kind of marking its territory and say to other bucks, like, this is my property, don't step on it. This tree is too small. Okay, let's find another tree. Cool, we found another tree. Who would have guessed? They're so rare in these parts, you can never find a tree. I mean, good night. We need to start a tree conservation fund, because I just have had a hard time recently trying to find trees. I don't know why. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Is this tree too stinking big? How is that even possible? Oh, boo you, stupid tree. Third time's the charm, am I right, guys? At least that's what we're praying for. Oh, please let the adage be true. It's wrong. There we go. Yes, that tree is just big enough to fit. Okay, we'll be out here in a couple of days to check on it. Let's get back up to the house. I've got one more thing to show y'all, and then we're going to close the video out. Y'all cool with that? I knew you would be. So one more thing that I wanted to share with y'all as we've made our way out of the woods is be looking forward to, possibly, hopefully, so long as Miss Rona doesn't rear her ugly head once more, getting out up in Oconee County, South Carolina, and getting us some trout fishing action going. No, but I'm going to be doing everything in my power to get on up there, get us some trout fishing action. I'm going to be hitting it hard, trying to get us some cat fishing action. And then my grandpa called me today at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get to sleep until like 1 o'clock. and we were all the way halfway across South Carolina. Well, not even halfway, quarter of the way across South Carolina, seeing my grandparents last night. So I was out there late. He called me this morning. He was like, hey, you want to go fishing today? I'm like, no, I'm really tired. Then he calls my dad a couple hours later, and he's like, wow, we are really catching the brim today. And I'm like, oh my gosh, should have just gone. Nonetheless, though, I'm going, I can't speak. High school graduation has caused me the inability to speak. No, but we're going to be doing everything in my power. I think I've said that 3 times to get us some fishing action out here, and I will catch y'all later. That's what I wanted to tell you. Adios, sayonara, see you on the next one. As always, thanks for watching, and see you outdoors. Alright guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and check me out on Instagram. See y'all later.